Yo, Zed, what up? Welcome back to Jude Zed, and I actually messed up the word Zedders. I was like, how's it going, everybody? Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Ron, for always being first as well. Awesome. Slacker. Yeah, I know they came out probably a while ago. I don't know when they came out, actually. Oh, 3 hours ago. I'm not exactly very late, but I was actually off today, so I could have been even on time. I ended up just sleeping. Sometimes you actually need it. So anyway, today we're actually checking the patch notes. I'm gonna just check quite a few things today though, so that's gonna be a bit different. Let me figure something out. So I need to actually find the stream, because I actually was awake when they were streaming the update, but yeah, it was just like 5 a.m. or no, maybe 3 or 4 a.m., something like that. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and check it. Just one moment. I'm gonna need to find it, and we'll watch that first. Okay. Future Fight, come on. YouTube doesn't know that I like Modern Future Fight. It's not even suggesting it. Anyway, yeah, I think I got it. So this should be the one. Let's go ahead and watch it together. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but while this is being, while this is counting down, we're just gonna check that quick video. I think the video we actually watched, so never mind. I guess actually we'll just go ahead and start this. So yeah, I'll skip, of course. We're not watching the whole thing. Like half of it is just the countdown. So this is where it would start. Also, cheers, right? It's still a monster, but it's different. If I could end up even opening it. There we go. We actually see the sneak peek again, apparently. Apparemment. And by the way, tell me if everything looks good or not, or if there's any issues, okay? It looks like the quality is much higher, at least for my camera. So I'm glad about that. Cheers. There's gonna be probably a little bit of a delay, but not a huge delay, so that should be fine. There's probably like a 5-second delay.
Powerful magic forces have been unleashed in the fight against evil. The theme.
Also, doesn't it make sense? Yep, all good. Okay, that's good to hear, man. If you can't hear him very well, I'll just max out his volume as well, just in case. But keep in mind, by the way, well, what I'm thinking is this is all like a magic related update, right? So Loki does make sense, but I don't know.
So, let's check out the superheroes for the October Midnight Suns update. Doctor Strange.
He always has to read from the prompt, but it's fine. He'll get good at it.
We'll check out.
At least he has a prompt and a script. I don't, so it's fine.
Mystical powers no superhero can match. And Sister Grimm, who controls a powerful magical artifact, the Staff of One. She stands together with Doctor Strange. We have Dr. Voodoo, the Master Hugin, who has the ability to communicate with the dead, also stands against evil.
I'm actually quite excited for Dr. Voodoo. I like him a lot.
And finally,
his powers, just like Morgan Le Fay. I like necromancers for some reason.
This superhero used to be a
It's Midnight Suns. I think it's gonna be Ghost Rider.
Say that
could work, yeah.
And he gained mystical abilities of the swamp after using the SO2 serum right before his death. Can you guess who that might be? Oh.
Yeah, it's mirrored. I'm sorry. Oh. That's true. That happens quite a lot. I'm showing you my left side, by the way. This is my left side. This is my right side. Makes sense.
Who watch the live stream until the very end, so please stay tuned. Now,
Or
Without further
Halloween.
ado, let's dive into the Midnight Suns content update.
Let's check it. So this is the actual promotional video, so we get to see some of the skills. By the way, I'm sorry their quality is low here, but that's something that happens with every stream, even my stream. That's why I'm not really happy about my quality most of the time, is because no matter how good your settings are, it's always going to be blurry. Especially if I can figure this out. Let me just see. If their max is 1080, yeah, 1080 is just crap in YouTube. And that's why what I'm doing right now is I'm actually going with... I actually don't know why I put it to like 1440. Oh, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm playing at 1080 because that's like the maximum of my screen. I wish I had like a 2K monitor. I would probably, be happier. But what I'm doing is I'm actually doing it this way. So again, I'm actually playing it in 1080 and then I'm upscaling it to 2K. That's why you have a 2K option there on the settings. But yeah, that's the problem. It's really, really blurry for them. And even with all that stuff happening in the background, my face doesn't get blurry, which is actually good news, I think. I hope. Anyway, what I failed to do is pay attention to what they were doing or what they were showing. So give me a second. Let me actually check that again. Go back. Sorry. I'll watch this again one more time. One more time. Man thing is free to play. Oh, nice. Thanks for the spoilers. Okay, look at Strange, boy. Sister Green, by the way. Hey, I'm sorry, man. She not bad at all. Okay, so that's more of like a Sandman type of skill for Abomination. So you expect similar stuff to Sandman, maybe Lizard and stuff like that. He'll have a skill where he gets bigger. Not huge, because huge was probably his 5th skill, but like he's gonna get bigger with the 3rd skill. Oh, technical difficulties. That's great. Don't worry about it, man. You're doing good.
Looks like we're getting back up right now. Alrighty then.
Good stuff. Yeah.
First up,
look, man, stuff happens on when you're live, and these guys can handle it. This guy just needs a little bit more confidence. That's what she said. What did I say? Get bigger? Yeah. But yeah, like this guy just needs a little bit of, because I think he's just a little bit too stressed. Don't worry about it. You're doing great, man. I don't know his name. He's actually a cool dude.
Uniform and tier 4 advancement. Doctor Strange can time freeze enemies based on chance when attacking. His passive and uniform skills have been upgraded as well. Let's check out some of his moves real quick here. Let's take a closer look at the abilities of Doctor Strange.
The death of Doctor Strange? Is that what it says there? Ooh, nice. These guys are actually using transitions. I could use transitions as well, actually, but I think that's probably dumb.
So we get a nice thing, and just know that the build, it could be a little buggy. First up, we have Soul Tear. Soul Tear applies stun and energy.
Really fast skill, nice. Probably not PvP, because used to be a PvP skill with the first skill.
And skill number 2 is called Eldritch Light, which will apply snare, remove buff, and paralysis, and also reflect a percentage of damage received. Check that one out one more time. Next up, skill number 3 is called Mystic Black Hole. We'll check out these guys on the left, right here.
Yeah, so it's just like the thing at the bottom.
Ah,
much better here.
All basic defenses by a small
percentage. Looks good.
And is stackable. And of course, you'll see much more of this in game. Let's check that one out one last time. You see a little black hole popping up there.
That's interesting. I don't know if you noticed this, but essentially, if you're popping that 3rd skill and Doctor Strange is actually facing us, you do see like I would call these runes, I guess, not runes, but like the actual magic spell. Instead, if you do it and you're facing, so he's facing away from us, you actually do see the black hole. So that's probably what he means by buggy, or maybe that's on purpose. I don't know. We'll see.
More of this in game. Let's check that one out. One last time. You see a little black hole popping up there.
Kind of weird. I think that's probably a bug though.
Skill 4, which is my personal favorite of his new outfit, calling astral projection.
Yeah, that's the one with all the summons. Nice. I like it. I like the way they actually enter the plane.
With the D-pad.
Wait, you can actually move while using the fourth?
Number 5 skill
nice.
Called Tau Mandala. Let's check that one out in this group right here. Zoom out so you can see the wide range here.
Nice, that's definitely cancelable, bro.
It is also stunned.
I think the third is cancelable as well. You probably go like 5, 3, 4 or something.
Images of icon.
That's probably the same as what we've always had, but hoping they've changed something. Nope, it's the same.
Will time freeze enemies. It also stuns and incapacitates while paralyzing enemies, and makes enemies miss attacks, removes all debuffs, and decreases all basic defense. Alrighty then. Let's make sure that
Tier 4? No, huh?
Settings. We're going to go ahead and check out his combos now.
No tier 4, huh? Okay.
The dev recommended combos are 5, 3, 2, 4, and 1. As always, we're going to go ahead and preview that so we can make sure it is done perfectly and not fumbled by me.
Oh, okay, so they actually have a preview.
Number 1 at the very end, you want to make sure you time that perfectly to finish off the combo.
I mean, it technically makes sense that the fourth is also cancelable. You just need a little bit of a delay.
The Mystic Arts.
But okay, that's interesting. I didn't know the preview allowed you to actually see it. I thought it only, showed you the numbers of which skills and the order.
Magical talents at
Interesting.
A young age, with a new uniform and tier 3.
Yo,
really
Sinister Grim, newest best girl.
Support because her passive healing skills applies to
she looks a bit old though.
Recovers a percentage of HP and removes all debuffs. So let's go ahead.
She looks like those old emo goth girls that are like 40 and dressed like this.
And check out Sister Grimm's skills, shall we?
Maybe just from afar, I guess. I would love to have that transition effect though. Why not? We could just use it.
Alrighty. Skill 1 is going to be called Energy Ball. Make sure I get a good
get it? Balls.
Energy Ball. Oh, let's turn off that countdown again. Alright, Energy Ball causes a percentage of fire damage based on energy attack as well as additional fire damage.
Not bad, not bad.
Right,
let's see that second skill. That's the third
2,
skill looking interesting.
Birds.
By the way, I got the Mighty and Brilliant Insight 2 days ago. That's nice, bro. That's still going. I forgot, yeah. But I got all 3 quite a while ago, so I'm all good. I'm all set, baby.
And these guys on the left are going to experience skill number 3, which is...
Let's check skill number 3. Wait, did I missed the second skill.
Burn, stun,
let me check that second skill really quick. Sorry.
I really like how the feathers kind of last at the end before they kind of...
Oh, that was the second skill. Okay, that was pretty cool. But the third is actually very similar to the second one.
Some stats and removes incapacitation.
Who did you give them to, by the way? I forgot to ask you. Who did you give them to?
Skill number 4.
Too loud, sorry.
Mere teleportation.
Mere teleportation. Okay.
Mere teleportation.
Okay, something similar to Doctor Strange, but not as similar.
With incapacitation and also recovers a percentage.
I didn't yet. Okay. Yeah, I gave one of them to Morgan Le Fay, I think. One to Enchantress, and I don't remember where the last one went, but it definitely went somewhere. Let's see that fifth, bro.
Is called Soaring Staff. Soaring Staff causes burn, which deals additional fire.
Hey, that looks badass, bro.
Incapacitation and paralysis, while increasing all her basic attacks by a percentage. And of course, her ultimate skill is called Mother Storm.
So this is a tier 3 for her, alright? Hey, not bad at all. Oh, she has
Let's go ahead
freeze.
and check out her combos as well.
Does
The
I think
dev
she has
recommended
burn as
combo
well.
is 5, 4, and 3, and a quick preview for everybody as well.
I don't remember if this preview thing used to be a thing. Like, would they just show you the order, or
Her
did they
use
also have a
of elemental
preview?
magic is impressive, and we look forward to seeing how you try out her abilities with Sistergram and her powerful magic spells.
Bruh, I wish I had this transition effect, but damn, does it actually lag?
Alrighty. Dr. Voodoo, who was the headmaster of Strange Academy, at one time it also became stronger with this new uniform and potential transcendence. Let's check out some of those moves real quick, shall we? Now
They've always had the
more
preview.
useful
Okay,
as a
cool.
leader with his enhanced.
Hey, Dr. Voodoo, by the way.
His leader skill is called Soul Ruler, which increases all debuff effects and increases all basic attacks of all allies.
Yeah, Necromancer, bro. I love
Voodoo
them.
is said to have tremendous talent in spiritual abilities, so let's go ahead and check those out.
Freaking chair doesn't want to move. All right. There's something annoying about my chair, by the way. I don't use it anymore, but I kind of swapped with my fiance quite a while back because of this. And because of the fact that I need a smaller chair, because like there's no room in this room. But essentially, one of the sides, which would be my right side, like actually is not properly tied into the chair, so it can move and come up like this. So it would mean that I'm a bit like I'm not straight at this point, which is like I'm not straight. But no, I don't mean it in that sense. Okay, guys, chill. I know you like me, but shh. So yeah, like I need to sometimes just push it myself for it to actually stay upright. That's also like a that's what she said moment. But yeah, it's really annoying. Yeah, I probably should bolt it somehow, but it's like got just plastic here, so I don't know if that plastic will handle it. I think it's worth a try, because yeah, like if I lay down, because this can actually lay down just like PewDiePie's chair, it comes up, so I'm like not straight. Oopsies, it came out that I'm not straight. Anyway, let's continue. Let's check Dr. Voodoo.
It applies poison, additional poison damage every second, stun.
He's gonna be full poison? I don't think he used to be poison, by the way, right?
Real quick there. Next
I
up,
think they're applying
skill
poison
number
now.
2 is Brotherly Spirit.
Brotherly Spirito.
Charges that up and applies snare
In nome del Padre, Spiritus Sanctum.
And for skill number 3, we have
So Man Thing
Soul
and
Third
Dr.
active
Voodoo
skill
looks like
of
they are the
Dr.
awakened
burns
characters.
And silences enemies by firing flames at the enemies and bursting in a pillar of
Nice.
fire. It also grants all damage immunity to self. It also destroys the ground right there, so causing lots of damage. His 4th skill is called Voodoo Domination.
Voodoo Domination, baby. Oh, no more battery. That's great.
Voodoo
It drains your
Domination
battery.
attacks enemies with a whirlwind of souls. And this
That's
skill
pretty
number 5
cool.
is my personal favorite, Pool of Spirits. Pool of Spirits attacks enemies by summoning a soul,
Ooh.
accumulating a percentage of damage when attacking and increasing all basic attacks based on a percentage of accumulated pure damage. And his awakening
Okay, so
skill,
damage accumulation. Okay,
Staff,
cool.
applies Sun, Silence, and Panic. It applies
Panic.
some crit rate damage and crit damage increase while removing
Fear,
all
I guess?
Also, as you'll see here, Man Thing joins in on the attack.
That looks pretty cool.
Let's go ahead and check out his combos real quick. Devs
Let's see
recommended
it.
5, 4, 1, and 3.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
Anyway, do you guys
That's
actually
Dr.
use
Voodoo,
their
who confronts
combos?
Evil with mystical powers to save
Do you
the
use
soul.
their rotations, or do you come up with rotations on your own. I should probably use their rotations because I never do a proper rotation. Wee, nice transition, baby. But when I say they've always basically these transitions, I love them. They're actually doing them live. You can do that with Streamlabs. It's just I don't have that specific transition, for example. Anyway, welcome to everybody who's just joining. We're just checking the stream, and then we'll check the patch notes.
Brand new character, the mystical swamp creature.
Hey, Man-Thing is here.
Marvel Future Fight.
Also, everybody who's joining, cheers, boys.
Man-Thing is a human ally with an instinct for justice.
Human.
Despite his looks,
Right.
he protects the multiverse as a guardian of the swamp. And here's the great news. He'll be available in selector biometrics. We'll go ahead and continue to check him out right now.
We should be able to tier 2 him immediately, right?
Full view. Man-Thing attacks his enemies with his swamp powers and strength, while his roar frightens enemies and increases their damage received. His leader skill is called Swamp Tenacity, which would increase debuff duration and increase HP percentage. His first passive is Force of Nature, which would decrease basic damage by a percentage, and when HP is below a certain amount, he will recover a small amount of HP as well. His second passive is called Man-Thing's Magic, and this will apply super armor, increase skills, and bonus by a percentage. Let's go ahead and check him out in game.
Let's check it.
Alrighty.
You better hurry because that iPad only has like 5% battery.
It's a nice little detail. Skill number 1 is Monster Punch, which causes stun. Again, turn off that combo.
Okay, I'm curious to see if this is going to be very similar to
Swamp Dive,
Sandman.
which will apply burn, snare, incapacitation, and panic. And
Maybe
panic
more
is a
like
new debuff
Molten Man, but we'll see.
It applies fear on enemies and applies additional damage to panicked enemies. Next up, skill number 3 is Monster Slash. Now, Monster Slash applies stun and damage immunity. This fourth one is a fun one as well. Man-Thing's Roar. This applies snare and that new move, Panic, and decreases all basic defenses.
Okay, so it's a new thing, Panic. Okay, I thought that was fear. Never mind. The guy is not stupid. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean that. I never said he's stupid. I didn't say it. I know it's live, but I said it, but I didn't say it.
Panic and paralysis will apply barriers.
Ooh, that's a lot of lag. I love it.
Increase all basic attacks. His awakened skill is called Curse Swamp, in which Dr. Voodoo returns the favor to help out with this attack, causing stun, silence, panic, and that applies crit rate and crit rate damage increasing. So be sure to check out his full skill details and our patch notes on the forum. Let's go ahead and check out a combo real quick.
Okay, so it's like 5, 4, 3. Yeah, 5th was definitely cancelable.
Awesome.
That's a lot of skill cooldown, by the way, for him.
If these superheroes can safeguard our world from...
But I don't know if that applies the skill cooldown from your card, so I guess like that's gonna be lower. So that's fine.
Next up, here's a look at the new uniforms and uniform options that will receive a discount in the first week of...
By the way, I don't like her haircut.
Uniform options for the first uniform for Doctor Strange are gonna be, we have Doctor Strange, of course, from Death.
So Doctor Strange, Death of Doctor Strange, you'll have Invisible Woman. I think that's the latest one for her. Hela, latest one. Hyperion, latest one. Nightcrawler, latest one. And Scarlet Witch. Okay,
Doctor
cool.
Strange, as well as Nightcrawler's Classic or
Shut up,
Scarlet
Google.
Witch's Marvel Studios WandaVision version.
WandaVision, yeah.
Next up, we have the uniforms for Sister Grimm.
When it decides to switch. There you go. So Sister Grimm, we have America Chavez, Elektra, Maya Lopez, Angel, and Mr. Fantastic. Okay, so all of them are like the latest uniform. So at least that's looking good.
America Chavez classic uniform, and Angel from the all new X-Men, which is an update just a couple updates ago. Lastly, here are the uniforms for the very first Dr. Voodoo outfit, which comes from the Strange Academy.
Dr.
We also
Voodoo,
have
Vision,
from that Marvel
Warp
Studios
Shield.
WandaVision, and Magic from the Phoenix 5.
Magic is
Don't
old.
miss out on all the 40% discount for all the uniforms introduced today. And
Magic
now,
is kind of
let's move on
stupid.
to a new system that can upgrade heroes further. We
Okay.
have the Team Up Collection, which gives
Okay.
an additional option to heroes under corresponding themes, but upgrading heroes and uniforms within the designated theme. So let's play around a little bit more and see how it works. Alrighty, let's jump right into it, shall we?
Interesting.
As you can see, there are different themes to choose like this. We have Midnight Suns for the update, Sinister 6, and X-Force. So we're going to go ahead and, of course, click the Midnight Suns. All right. So as you can see on the right, there are different missions that agents will have to complete.
So this is kind of like the Shield Academy, but with like some tokens thingies. Complete challenges to level up team up options in order to earn collection tokens. What?
I did some homework here, so we're going to do that. Just complete a few missions. Bam, bam, and bam. Agents
So
will have
you
to
essentially
complete
tier
missions
2
to
them and
acquire
you're good to go.
collection tokens and to unlock team up options. So let's go over the team up options first.
Okay, so let's see what it does. Physical defense increase applies to Midnight Suns. Increase of physical defense, increase of energy defense, ignore dodge, dodge rate increase. So
as
do
see
you
here,
choose?
complete missions? Team up options will unlock. There are team up options and have 10 steps. Well, each step will be unlocked based on the completion of the missions. You can see the ones that I have unlocked over here.
Yeah, that's actually
Every
pretty cool, I
step
guess.
has a couple of options to choose from, and I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and use defense. Yeah, let's go there. You can also use gold to level up team options along the way. To level up with options, you will intermittently receive more collection tokens. I'll do that real quick. Let's just go ahead and max that out.
Okay, so you only need gold. Okay, at least
Extra
that's good.
buff and some more tokens.
And you get
To
tokens.
recap, collection tokens can be acquired by either completing missions or leveling up your team up options. Collection tokens are for collection options upgrade, and we'll go ahead and check that out over here. So just give a quick enhancement. You can even get additional pierce damage by upgrading your collection options.
Oh ho ho.
Team up and collection options will grant beneficial effects for your heroes under this theme. You can check out all applied options for both teams right here under the collection options, and it'll be applied during the tab. So you have Midnight Sun.
So the best one right now would be Midnight Suns, of course, for Doctor Strange, and Sinister 6 for I'm guessing like Doctor Octopus, like the very powerful characters. X-Force, I don't think has anyone, but maybe Cable. So yeah, no. These all are actually worth it. Never mind. Sorry, I'm bad. I'm dumb. Sorry. Damn the lag. Don't worry, it's gonna happen.
Before we wrap up, I would like to present one more improvement that many agents should like.
Okay.
The battle time of Multiverse Invasion has decreased from 2 minutes to 1.
Hell yes.
You can now enjoy Multiverse Invasion more quickly and efficiently.
Thank God.
Midnight Suns V940.
Yes.
Now,
Oh yeah.
the main changes of the October update.
Oh, that's so good.
There are more details and improvements that were not discussed during the live stream.
So this is the only thing that makes me sad. This stream has actually gotten better. So they're actually doing what they used to do. Obviously, they don't include a lot of like this is what happened on that specific comic. This is the writer, blah, blah, blah. It was cool as well, but it was a bit too long that way. But now it's better. It's pretty short, but he's also not just showing the skills of the characters. He's also showing some changes to game modes, so that's pretty good.
Posted on our forums in our social media channels.
But the problem is that I cannot
And
stream
now
that late, so...
It's time for that event coupon. The coupon code can be used in the main lobby screen, settings, info, and coupon for Android users. If you are an iOS and Apple user, be sure to check out the coupon on the registration form, and it should be added in our chat. The coupon code today is Midnight Suns.
Alright.
Bam.
Midnight Suns.
Be sure
Well
to
done.
call one word so you don't get mixed up there, and it will be valid until 10/4 Wednesday at 7:59 a.m. And be sure, of course, enter that code quickly because it will expire. Alrighty.
So update is
I hope you're as
happening
excited as we
in
are for the October Midnight Suns
almost 10
update.
hours.
And be sure to follow our social media channels for everything Marvel Future Fight. Goodbye, everyone. 3RL signing off, and we'll see you next time.
So at 1 a.m. is gonna start. The update's gonna start, I mean. Let me get that coupon, baby. You watch this video while I get that coupon so I see what it was. Also, the coupon page has changed, so that's a 5-star hero chest. Okay, cool. I'm gonna save that. I hope I don't claim it, but even if I do, it's fine. I'm gonna save it for maybe Man-Thing, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that was the stream. That was pretty cool. I don't know, I didn't see what they said, but okay, let's go. I think whoa. Okay, they're a bit happy about the, I think, the actual game mode being just 1 minute. Nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and check the patch notes finally. I know this was a bit long as a stream, but why not? We're having a bit of fun. Let's go ahead and check the patch notes right now together, because this way we can be a bit more specific. I'll just remove the controller. I don't really need it. So I'm gonna make it a bit bigger for you guys. Okay. So, greetings agents, this is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Experts in magic and supernatural beings have come together to fight against dangerous evil. The theme of the October... Okay, that's a bit too loud. The theme of the October update is the Midnight Suns. Doctor Strange, who has come through death and time, has gained new powers and advanced to Tier 4. Sister Grimm can now utilize the power or the abilities of the Staff of One better, has acquired the abilities of Tier 3. Man, so long for her to get Tier 3. And there's still characters that don't have Tier 3 yet, man. What the hell? Dr. Voodoo has become a member of the Strange Academy, where the best experts in magic belong to, and is ready to deal with mystical phenomena with the new superhero Man-Thing. Various improvements, such as the addition of the new girl content, team-up collection, and reward improvements for various game modes have been made. Nice. To support this team, which deals with difficult problems, so don't miss the changes. I almost forgot to read that last part. Anyway, so Man-Thing, a superhero with everlasting healing abilities and powerful strength, has joined Marvel Future Fight. That's a bit too big, so that's what she said. Anyway, 175, it looks like it's the right place to be. So he's gonna be a combat superhero male. He's gonna be in the bio rewards. So basically, you can just get him with combat bios or just normal bios essentially. But yeah, so he's gonna be a justice hero, combat, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. His leadership is gonna be debuff by 30% and a 30% increase of HP, which is like fine. Nobody cares about that. We're not gonna use this guy as a leader. Tier 2 passive will apply super armor, increase all defense by 30%, skill damage increase by 50, and bonus damage by 40. The normal passive will decrease damage received by 30%, and when his health is below 99%, he recovers by 5% every second. So yeah, Wolvie effect. First skill is going to be stun. The second skill is going to be burn, snare, and incapacitation, and then panic, which I think this is like the description of panic. Increased damage received by 30%. Okay, so panic is essentially the same effect that we probably had before, where we make the enemy receive more damage no matter what it is. We're basically buffing ourselves, or we're buffing everybody on the team, because like they will get a lot more damage dealt to them. That's the idea. So might be nice for like a conquest type of game mode, but yeah, why not? Let's see the third. It's going to be stun and immunity for 5 seconds. The fourth skill is going to be snare, panic, which increase the damage received by 30% again. I don't know if this is stackable, to be honest, but they normally would say if it's stackable. And then decrease damage or decrease all defense by 10%, stackable to 60, and ignores immunity, so that's really important. Let's go on. And then there's the 30% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, and invincibility effects. Again, really PvP-ish for Conquest, so that's not bad. He's gonna get invincibility for 5 seconds, and then there's gonna be a buff to attack and defense by 60%, all speed by 1, and critical rate by 30%. That's quite a lot. Now, the 5th will deal burn, bleed, and there's gonna be a 70% chance of missing attacks for the enemy, so basically you're a bit more safe. And then Panic, where you increase the damage they receive by 30%. And then Paralysis, which ignores immunity. Not bad. And lastly, there's Barrier, so basically shield for 10 hits in 5 seconds. And you have Damage Accumulation, where you increase your attack the more you attack, essentially. And it's going to be a 1% increase. So that's not bad at all. Now let's go ahead and check the uniforms instead. Dive into the different story of the Midnight Sun superheroes. Check out the abilities of Doctor Strange, of Death of Doctor Strange, who has come through death and time. Sister Grimm Runaways, who has acquired the powers of Great Staff and of the Great Staff, and Doctor Voodoo, who has become one of the top experts of magic. Now we have Blast superhero, so we'll check Doctor Strange first. So he's going to be a Blast superhero, 1050 uniform, male Justice, of course, human. And then we have the uniform effects, where it changes quite a lot of the passives, and then it increases critical damage by 35% and guaranteed critical rate by 25%. Increases skill damage by 40% and bonus damage by 35%. That's quite a lot of effects, bro. That's pretty nice. Leadership will increase energy attack by 45% and ignore dodge by 20. Wasn't this 35 and 20? Or I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, that's pretty good. And then we have the tier 2 passive, where there's going to be a 75% chance that when you attack, you activate this passive. You're going to time freeze the enemy for 4 seconds. And then again, there's going to be a 75% chance of activating this other effect when you attack, where you increase 55% or you increase your energy attack by 55% and then decrease damage received by 40%. So this guy is pretty stacked already. Now the normal passive will increase chain hit damage by 25% and really stupid. Okay guys, so I'm back. That was funny. The way that actually played out was really funny. I'm really sorry for that, by the way. The power went out and it decided to stay like that for 4 hours, I think. So that's great. Stream's been running for 4 hours and 40 minutes. But yeah, I'd been streaming for quite a bit when the power went out. So that's why I'm saying it's probably been 4 hours since the power went out. So that's great. Anyway, so we were actually just continuing with Doctor Strange here. So his leadership, as I said, it's 45% energy attack and ignore dodge by 20%. We also saw the passive, so he was also doing really good till that point as well. The 4-star passive actually increases chain damage by 25% when attacking, and there's a 100% chance to penetrate barrier, shield, all damage immune effects. So that's pretty crazy, right? And then I think we were beginning the skills. So the first skill is going to be stun, second skill is going to be snare and removal buffs from the target. There's going to be paralysis that ignores immunity, and there's going to be a reflect of 50% of the damage received, up to 50% of max attack. So basically you can't go over your max attack. Essentially, the more damage you give Strange, the better it is. In the meantime, I'm gonna be checking to see if I can find the Loki episode. Is it out yet or not? I don't know if anyone knows. Loki's on. It's gonna come out tomorrow, so it's not out yet. Never mind then. Whoops. So I don't know. You guys can tell me if you've actually watched it or if you know that it's out, because I don't see it. Guess I just lied to my fiance because I gave her the idea that it's out already, so that's gonna suck. Anyway, let's continue. Now, the second skill, as I said, is going to be snare, remove all debuffs, or all buffs from the target. So he still has this, so that's nice. And the rest I already checked. The third skill is going to be paralysis that ignores immunity for 3 seconds, and then decrease all defense by 5%, stackable to 40%. There's going to be immunity for 5 seconds. There's going to be, holy hell, damage accumulation with a 1.5% increase. So that's quite high, actually. I don't know if there's anyone else who has a really high damage accumulation number there, but oh man, that looks a bit too powerful. The fourth skill is going to deal burn, stun, silence, and then there's going to be a heal of 25%. Nice. So it's not on the second skill anymore. I don't know if they moved it before as well, but it used to be on the second skill at some point. Anyway, there's going to be invincibility for 4 seconds and buff dual attack by 60%. The fifth skill will have stun, incapacitation, and then increase all attack and defense by 60%, all speed by 1, and critical rate by 30. Let's continue with Sister Grimm. So she's going to be a blast superhero, 1050 uniform, human, female, and justice as her instinct. She's going to get a lot of passive changes, of course, that's normal now. And then she's also getting an increase to her chain hit damage by 15%. When attacking, and then there's a change to the leadership where there's a 30% rate when she gets or when your allies get hit, that they create a shield of 60% of her of max HP. So I'm not sure if it's her max HP or theirs. I think it's theirs. The tier 2 passive will increase skill damage by 45% and increase bonus damage by 45%, and increases damage received by 35%. Okay, pretty nice. The 4-star passive, when debuffed, it would apply to magic allies only. It heals them by 10% and removes all debuffs. That's interesting, actually. Pretty PvP as a skill. Pretty interesting. I don't think there's anyone that has a skill like that, so that's pretty cool. The first skill will deal just damage. The second skill will have burn and paralysis. The third skill will deal burn, stun, silence. And then there's going to be increased attack and defense by 60%, all speed by 10%, and critical rate by 10%. There's immunity for 6 seconds as well. Now the fourth skill will have stun, incapacitation, and 20% heal, invincibility for 5 seconds, and then just the damage. Very similar to Doctor Strange's skill, but still. And then the fifth skill will have burn, incapacitation, and paralysis, and buff to all attacks by 50%. So no damage accumulation on her. I'm guessing it's going to be on the tier 3 skill. I think that's how they do it when they don't give them a damage accumulation stat in there. Anyway, let's check Dr. Voodoo. Pretty interested in him as well, so let's see. It's going to be a universal superhero, human, male, justice as instinct. A lot of the passives are changing. There's going to be ignore dodge by 30%. And then this is actually applying to all allies. This is interesting. This is actually a support type. So again, Everybody is getting an ignored to dodge rate by 30% just by him being on the team. And then the leadership will apply to all allies. It will increase all debuff effects by 40% and increase all attacks by 40%. Not bad. Not a fully support type character, but still some help is good. Not bad. The passive will, when attacking an enemy with poison, he will actually decrease all attacks by 30% for the enemy, and then it will also heal your character by 20%. So basically voodoo. The first skill will deal poison. So basically that's a skill that can heal you and decrease the enemy's damage. It's gonna have stun for 3 seconds. The second skill will have snare. The third skill will have burn and silence and immunity for 5 seconds. Fourth skill, another poison skill in the fifth as well. So it's the first, fourth, and fifth that can actually heal you and decrease the enemy's damage. But the fourth skill will deal poison, as I said, mind control for 5 seconds. That's interesting. Incapacitation, and then decrease defense by 10%, stackable to 50%. There's going to be invincibility for 5 seconds and buff to attack, defense by 40%, all speed by 1, and critical rate by 25. The fifth skill will deal poison, as I mentioned, snare, incapacitation, all defense down by 10%, stackable to 50, and then the heal is here, so heal by 25% of the health, damage accumulation, dependent on the damage that you deal, and that's a 0.8% buff, so that's not that high. We'll see how that plays out though. The tier 4 for Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange is now available for tier 4 advancement. Check out his magic that has become stronger to fight against transcendental beings. So it's gonna actually increase all attacks by 50%, and then it also deals some damage, so that's pretty cool. Not bad at all. Now, Sister Grimm gets her tier 3, and this is the tier 3. There you go. So she has the damage accumulation right here. So it's going to deal burn, freeze for 5 seconds. Interesting. That's the freeze that we saw. And paralysis. So yeah, I mentioned burn as well. I was kind of unsure about that, if it also had burn. But yeah, she does burn and freeze at the same time. And also has a paralysis effect. And then she ignores dodge by 80%. There's an 80% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune effects, and invincibility effects. Almost forgot. And there's the damage accumulation with a 1% as the stat. So that's not bad. Now we see it with the previous look, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, the new uniform is much better. Let's check Dr. Voodoo and Man Thing's Potential Awakening. Let's see. That's Panic, yeah. So stun, silence for 2 seconds, Panic, which increases the damage they receive by 30%. And this is very important because it's on a Awakened skill. Characters that are transcended, so they are pretty sought after when you're playing Conquest. So yeah, characters that increase the damage the enemy receives, that's even better. So there's also paralysis, ignoring immunity. There's a critical rate and critical damage increase by 35%, ignore dodge by 70, invincibility by 8 seconds, remove all debuffs for 7 seconds, and a mini proc of 50%, and then a buff to attack and defense by 25%. And then we have the one for Man Thing. It's going to deal stun, silence for 2 seconds, the Panic skill again, which increases the damage the enemy receives by 30%, paralysis, critical rate and critical damage increase of 35%, ignore dodge by 70%, and then 70% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, and invincibility effects. Invincibility for 8 seconds, and then removal debuffs for 7 seconds, and buff to attack and defense by 25%. Not bad at all. Here we see it from Voodoo's point of view, which is, I'm guessing, very, very similar to what we're seeing with the Man Thing one, but it's just where it starts and where it ends that changes. So there you go. It starts with Man Thing, then the rest is pretty similar, pretty much the same, sorry. And then it ends with Man Thing right there. Yeah, that's the only difference. Now we have Team Up Collection. Heroes have joined the teams to accomplish special goals, complete collections, and acquire various options that will help your battles. So let's see. Here we actually see the specific characters. So With Midnight Suns, there's Doctor Strange, who is actually really important because he's a tier 4 character. Scarlet Spider is fine. Iron Fist is fine. Ghost Rider is probably going to be important because he's going to get a tier 4, most likely. But who knows? We are not sure yet who is going to be the mid-month tier 4. Blade, not bad. Moon Knight. Oh, that's actually important as well because that's a tier 4. And then Man-Thing and Dr. Voodoo and Wong. Okay. Till now, there's like 2 tier 4s in here. Now, for Sinister Six, there's Dr. Octopus, so that's a tier 4. Mysterio, Electro, Kraven, Vulture, Sandman, Green Goblin, Venom, and Lizard. Venom is another tier 4, so there's 2 tier 4s in here too. So that's pretty good, not bad at all. And lastly, there's the X-Force update. The X-Force team, who has one more character than the rest of the teams. So Cable, who is a tier 4, Warpath, Domino, Wolverine, who's another tier 4, X-23, Storm, another tier 4, Angel, Deadpool, Nightcrawler, and Bishop. So yeah, X-Force is the most important one, let's say, in the sense that it applies to more characters, and there's more tier 4 characters on that list anyway, so that's pretty good. So you're getting a better benefit by just improving that team. Either way, I think everybody should improve everybody there, so why not? Complete designated challenges to acquire the rewards and set the team up options. Now, only one team up option can be applied for each of the 10 steps. Team up options can be upgraded with gold, and then okay. And it also says that the options will only apply to the specific heroes there, and they will be applied to any game mode, so that's pretty good. Crystals will be spent when changing the applied option to another. That's important. Agents can increase the level of it when they are not, even when they are not applied. So I'd guess you just want to level everything up in here so that you can get those tokens and unlock the rest of these. But yeah, that's essentially probably how you want to do it. Obviously, this one doesn't matter. You can put like energy defense or physical damage defense, but there's a lot of other ones that might be really, really important, like increased damage dealt to superheroes, or increased damage dealt to supervillains, or increased damage dealt to boss types. So you're losing out a little bit, or maybe not because this one is leveled up, but I would probably go with increased damage dealt to supervillains, and I think that's gonna be sorted. Because if you do it for just boss types, it's kind of a waste, I guess. Or maybe you could go for boss types, because Shadowland is easy anyway, so I don't know. We'll have to see, though. But yeah. Now, did we see the second point? I think we did. Let's check the third point, where they say that collection tokens for each theme are used to upgrade the collection option level. Okay. But they don't show tokens here. They only show gold, but okay. Either way. I think this is what will change. Oh, so this main one also increases their whole attack, so that's pretty good. And their success rate, really? Oh my god. Oh god, I think this is what's gonna happen. So, what happens? So at level 10, I think they mean level 1, right? I don't know, I'm not sure. Oh, no. So level 1, increase attack by 1%. Level 2, 2%. Level 3, 4%. Level 4, 5%. Level 5, 6%. Level 6, 9%. And pierce increased by 1%. 7, it's 10% by and 1 per pierce. Level 8, 11% and 1% pierce. Level 9, it's 15% attack and 2% pierce. The level 10 one is 16% attack and 2% pierce. Level 11, it's 17 by 2. 12 is 22 by 3. 13 is 23 by 3. 14 is 24 by 3. 15 is 30 by 5. Ooh, that's a lot. 16, oh my god, 18 is crazy. So 16 is 31 by 5. 17 is 32 by 5. And then the 18th one is 40 by 10% pierce damage. So that's really cool. Okay, it's probably going to be very difficult to get up there, especially with the success rate thing that I just noticed there, but only the option of current level, not the sum. Okay, and will apply to your heroes. Okay, that's the rest. Okay, so additional collection tokens for each theme can be acquired through crystals or purchase purchase at the store after the October update. So yay. Whales are going to be even whalier. Game mode reward improvements. The first clear reward for story ultimate difficulty has been improved. Oh, okay, so we get tier 4 rewards as well. But this is the first clear reward, so that sucks. And so the rewards have been improved, and items such as tier 4 materials, dimension chest, 3-star artifacts, and uniform upgrade ticket mythics have been added. Check the first clear reward by tapping the reward button or icon on the main screen of each theme. What does it say here? Only certain inclusions can be acquired. The first clear rewards will be reset after the update. So we're going to get quite a bit of tier 4 materials after the update. That's pretty cool. Yay. The Otherworld Battle Premium Battle Pass rewards have been improved after the calculation. Okay, so it was just some runes, and it's gonna be less runes, but then there's some runes that you can choose, I guess, select here, so that's fine. The Alliance Tournament rank rewards have been improved. There you can see the before and after. I don't really care because nobody does Alliance tournament, any one of us, so this is only for like the really powerful players. ISO rewards from Multiverse Invasion has been changed to boost ISO 8s. Okay, that's actually great because I'm going really nuts just with the amount of ISO 8s that I get, and this is just going to be very helpful. Exclusive passive artifacts for System Grim, Man-Thing, and Dr. Voodoo will be added, so let's see them. Sister Grimm will ignore dodge by 20% and an additional 0.4 of total instinct up to 200%. She will increase basic damage dealt to enemies with 50% or below by 25% and an additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. Pretty cool. The one for Man-Thing, when his health is below 40%, he will heal by 60% and an additional 0.3 of total instinct up to 200%. And then he will also increase the HP by 60% and an additional 0.1% of total instinct up to 200%. So that's basically the same as Gilgamesh. So next we have the one for Dr. Voodoo. It will decrease damage received by 30% and an additional of 0.3% of total instinct up to 200%, and increase all attacks by 15% and an additional of 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. New future pass season and special icons, blah blah blah. We'll see which ones we get. Betrayed Scientist. Who's that? What the hell? I don't know who that is. But then there's one for Doctor Strange. I think this is Man-Thing. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So Man-Thing is from the past, and then Doctor Strange as well. Voodoo is probably going to be the one from the event, and this one I'm not sure where we get it, so we'll see. New uniform collection. Check out the uniforms of Midnight Sun's theme. So there's no more characters that we're gonna get that are related to this theme, so I guess this pretty much means the mid-month may be anyone. The auto purchase on-off feature has been added for store dimension chest artifacts. Artifact chest has been added. Okay, that's pretty freaking amazing. I hated doing that. Oh god, this is so good. Okay, so applied game modes will be displayed when tapping the icons of some effects on the upper left side of the main lobby screen. Okay, that's good. That's really helpful for people who have never played before. Agents can now move to the hero information screen by tapping the hero image on the main screen of the guided quest. The UI and text of the probabilities of common cards contents have been improved. When there are 2 or more heroes in the team who are equipping a CDP of Insight with different reforge options, both options will now be applied. Okay, that's interesting. So, yeah, so basically this is really good. Some pattern effects of World Boss Legend Mephisto not being displayed when setting the graphics option to very low has been fixed. That's needed, yes. The meteorite now being destroyed in the meteorite destruction pattern that appears in the second phase of World Boss Legend Kang when using the 5th active skill of Spider-Man has been fixed. Wait, you can actually destroy those meteorites yourself? You don't have to rely on Kang attacking them? Wow, just learned something. Pop-up products that are displayed under certain conditions will be displayed against agents who have not purchased the product. Okay, that's good. The progress time of Multiverse Invasion has decreased from 2 minutes to 1 minute. That's important. This is funny, because essentially they knew about this, and they knew it was so important that they actually had to mention it even on the live stream that they did. So that's pretty good. Now, there's also game error fixes. The additional reward text being displayed on the upper side of the fixed reward when the fixed or additional rewards are the same as the Shadowland Clear results have been fixed. I guess. The text on the upper left side of the store being displayed as acquire upgrade characters when entering store through the main lobby menu and enter it has been fixed. Okay, the level and tier or potential transcendent heroes can advance to tier 4 not being upgraded for than level 70 with a potential plus has been fixed. Okay, who cares? The image of some pop-up products have been fixed. Some effects of the 5th active skill of Riri being higher in level 5 than in level 6 has been fixed. That's funny. Enemy monsters now being generated in 8.2 when using skills with a wide range in a specific location has been fixed. That's really bad, by the way. I've experienced this every day, so that's really, really good that they actually did find it. And we will return with various content improvements, so please stay tuned. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I don't know what people thought about it, so let me just go ahead and check. Let's see. Hopefully we don't get any stuff that I shouldn't be showing live. Very worst for story mode and tip-up collection is a win for me. This is just a first. Yeah, could have improved a lot if even after first skill we could still get them. Something is better than nothing. Would there be CDP and equip discounts? Looking very good. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so I don't know, man. This is pretty insane. But I'm pretty happy that Doug Strange is getting his tier 4. Finally, I think we'll be able to use him again on the Netmarble. I mean, you could use him again, of course, but I just mean he's gonna be even more powerful now. So great, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna take too long now because it's been 4 or 5 hours that this stream has been active, even though I haven't really streamed for that long because the power outage, but it's still annoying, so I'm kind of mad about it. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in a few days when I actually have my next day off, which should be Saturday. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll be streaming on Saturday so that you can see how the new update is. So again, be careful. Don't do your wall boss clears. Maybe don't even do your invasions because, you can actually just do them much faster tomorrow. But it's up to you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining. I'll see you next time. And bye-bye.